Welcome to Mike Cooley Radio. Let's get it, cause we gon' get it in. What's good, everybody? I hope everybody is having a blessed day. And like I always say, what do I always say? Stay what? Stay sucker free. That's right. Stay sucker free from them haters, because the haters is gonna hate. Let them hate. That should motivate, all right? Let that motivate you to keep doing what you're doing and achieving your goals. They don't understand your goals. They might not understand what you're trying to do. So they hating on you because they don't see your dreams. Then their dreams are not coming true. So they want to keep you down. And if your dreams are coming true and they see your dreams coming true, they want to keep you down to make sure that it doesn't happen. You keep striving. You keep going. And you will be fine, all right? Download my Cooley Radio right now. That's right. Download me so you can hear all of my segments all the time, all right? Giving you that good game. That's right, that good game and good information and good content and letting you guys know how I feel, and hopefully you guys will take something good out of the things that I tell you, all right? Follow me on social media, also on Facebook and Instagram. Just type my name in, Mike Cooley, all right? MikeKooley, all right? Same thing with YouTube. You can get to see videos, all right? Go on my YouTube, man. That's a good one. Please subscribe to my YouTube page so you can see all the videos and stuff that I have put out, so you can see what I'm doing in the industry, so you can see me and so many other celebrities together doing good things and trying to better society and trying to connect so we can make good shows and good content for everybody all over the world, all right? And good events also, all right? So please do that, all right? This segment is going to be about Kamala Harris, all right? She's going to be addressing the nation on her loss against Donald Trump. And before we get started, before you hear her speech, I want to make a few things clear. She did a hell of a job. She tried her best. For the short period of time that she had to get this done. 3 months. We got to remember this. This is 3 months. So she had to go in 3 months and have 3 months before the election. She had to get a vice president. She had to get policies that she believed in together, which is a lot of policies. You understand? There's so many policies. She had to try to get all that intact. And there was a lot of things going on with the border and things that, she had a lot to do with it, but we all know Joe makes the last decision. And at the end of the day, she was trying to protect Joe and not mess up his image. And at the same time, she was trying to keep her image good and trying to fight for the Democrat and the American people that believe in her, that she can pull this off. Even though she didn't pull it off, I don't believe, to me, a lot of people might think differently. I don't believe it's because she's black, and I don't believe because she's a woman. I just believe that she didn't have the timing to get things prepared for her to be able to go to these battle states and give a lot of time in those states and money into those states to win. And Trump started a year. He was already started from the beginning with Joe, and so people already liked him already. And then Joe losing that debate and things, it hurt. It really hurt the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party tried to switch it and get Kamala in there, somebody fresh that can help them win. And I just think the timing was just off. And I think if she came back and tried again the next 4 years, and she comes back and have her policies to get have things, maybe she'll have opportunity where she could probably win, and stuff like that. And so I think that she just got to try again, never give up. And I think that for women out there who says that women can't be president, and I guess America will never be like that. I think one day we will have a woman president. I think women can run the country and run this country also, America. It's just that the time hasn't came yet, and I think that time will come. When? I don't know. It could be 100 years from now. It could be 50 years, 20 years, 5 years. I don't know, right? But I believe that it will happen. So History always will be made. Man, America will always go in a direction of change, in a direction of trying to get better and better and better years to come. So, here's her speech, and then I'll get back to you guys when I'm done, alright? So here we go.
President, of course, hoped to give a different speech last night, but here she is today. After learning that she has lost the election to the former president, she's at her alma mater in Washington, D.C., where so many supporters had gathered last night hoping that they would hear a much different speech from the vice president. Today, delivering this speech.
Separates us. Now I know folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right now. I get it. But we must accept the results of this election. Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition, and that we will engage in a peaceful transfer of power. A fundamental principle of American democracy is that when we lose an election, we accept the results. That principle, as much as any other, distinguishes democracy from monarchy or tyranny. And anyone who seeks the public trust must honor it. At the same time, in our nation, we owe loyalty not to a president or a party, but to the Constitution of the United States. And loyalty to our conscience and to our God. My allegiance to all three is why I am here to say, while I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fuels this campaign. The fight for freedom, for opportunity, for fairness, and the dignity of all people. A fight for the ideals at the heart of our nation. The ideals that reflect America at our best. That is a fight I will never give up. I will never give up the fight for a future where Americans can pursue their dreams, ambitions, and aspirations. Where the women of America have the freedom to make decisions about their own bodies and not have their government telling them what to do. We will never give up the fight to protect our schools and our streets from gun violence. And America, we will never give up the fight for our democracy, for the rule of law, for equal justice, and for the sacred idea that every one of us, no matter who we are or where we start out, has certain fundamental rights and freedoms that must be respected and upheld. And we will continue to wage this fight in the voting booth, in the courts, and in the public square. And we will also wage it in quieter ways. In how we live our lives. By treating one another with kindness and respect. By looking in the face of a stranger and seeing a neighbor. By always using our strength to lift people up. To fight for the dignity that all people deserve. The fight for our freedom will take hard work. But like I always say, we like hard work. Hard work is good work. Hard work can be joyful work. And the fight for our country is always worth it. It is always worth it. To the young people who are watching, it is... To the young people who are watching, it is okay to feel sad and disappointed. But please know it's going to be okay. On the campaign, I would often say, when we fight, we win. But here's the thing. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win. The important thing is don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever stop trying to make the world a better place. You have power. You have power. And don't you ever listen when anyone tells you something is impossible because it has never been done before. You have the capacity to do extraordinary good in the world. And so to everyone who is watching, do not despair. This is not a time to throw up our hands. This is a time to roll up our sleeves. This is a time to organize, to mobilize, and to stay engaged for the sake of freedom and justice and the future that we all know we can build together. Look, many of you know I started out as a prosecutor, and throughout my career, I saw people at some of the worst times in their lives. People who had suffered great harm and great pain, and yet found within themselves the strength and the courage and the resolve to take the stand, to take a stand, to fight for justice, to fight for themselves, to fight for others. So let their courage be our inspiration. Let their determination be our charge. And I'll close with this. There's an adage an historian once called a law of history, true of every society across the ages. The adage is, only when it is dark enough can you see the stars. I know many people feel like we are entering a dark time. But for the benefit of us all, I hope that is not the case. But here's the thing, America, if it is, let us fill the sky with the light of a brilliant, brilliant billion of stars. The light of optimism, of faith, of truth, and service. It's you. And may that work guide us, even in the face of setbacks, toward the extraordinary promise of the United States of America. I thank you all. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
All right, so you heard her speech. Now, it was a good speech. She really poured her heart out in that speech. For, like I said, for the women out there and the people out there that's disappointed in her losing, that's how elections work. People vote, and Trump won. And at the end of the day, she tried her best. And I just think in them 3 months that she tried, like I said, I didn't just see how. I just thought it was impossible. Like I said before, just the timing was so difficult for her, especially her being a woman, being an African American woman. A lot of people say, "Oh, I thought you said it had nothing to do with her being a woman." It's hard for a person to connect with anybody, especially, women are still having rights and trying to figure things out in this country. We still have a lot of work to do with women's rights and things like that she can come in and be able to do this so quickly and to be able to go to these battle states and be able to win in 3 months. Now, if she had a full year, maybe she would have had a better chance of winning, and this probably would have been a different result. But because of the 3 months she had only to get to do debates and get a vice president, get policies, and get all this stuff together, and to put it all together so fast, it was very impressive that she pulled that off, and she did an okay job. But that's all I have to say. This is Mike Cooley Radio. Let's get it, because we're going to get it in, and I'm out.